Good morning, and thank you for joining us today to celebrate the graduation of the distinguished class of 2020. I'm Gaurav Sukhatme, Executive Vice Dean for the Viterbi School of Engineering, and I'm pleased to be your host today. This is a historic and unprecedented event. Historic because we're celebrating your achievements on the 115th anniversary of our engineering school, which was founded in 1905. Unprecedented because, well, clearly we've never been forced to hold a graduation ceremony over Zoom because of a pandemic. Regardless of our situation today, your journey has truly been extraordinary. Over the past 4 years, you have intellectually and academically stretched yourselves as never before, including, I imagine, some sleepless nights spent in a lab or a library. As we gather here today, know that it was all worth it. You're joining the pantheon of USC Viterbi graduates, whose members include Neil Armstrong, the first human to walk on the moon, Andrew Viterbi, the namesake of our school, the Viterbi algorithm, and co-founder of tech giant Qualcomm, and Apple co-founder Mike Markula, and so many more. I cannot wait to add your names to that impressive list, for the work you will do in academics, business, technology, science, or any chosen field will surely be noteworthy. Your experience, your drive, your diverse backgrounds, and your intelligence will lead you down some amazing paths. You've made us all proud, and we can't wait to see how you change the world. I must admit it feels odd celebrating with you remotely over a computer screen rather than in person. Obviously, this isn't how any of us envisioned this day. As engineers, you'll tackle the greatest challenge of our time, ranging from making solar energy more economical to providing access to clean water to all, from reverse engineering the brain to finding a vaccine for COVID-19. So as you prepare to do incredible things, please take a moment and reminisce about your time here. All of the knowledge you amassed during your years at USC Viterbi, all of the deep personal connections you made, all of your helpful mentors, all of the confidence you have gained. And don't forget to acknowledge your parents, your families, and your friends. None of this would have been possible without their loving support. Congratulations to every one of you. You're bound for glory and you're forever Trojans. Fight on. And it is now my pleasure to welcome Professor Cyrus Shabi, Chair of the Department of Computer Science, to say a few words.
Thank you, Gaurav, and good morning, everyone. I'm Cyrus Shabi, and I'd like to add my congratulations to this amazing class of 2020. Like you, I had hoped that the distance between us on this wonderful occasion would be much smaller, that I would be able to share the stage with you, shake your hand, take a picture with you, and celebrate your achievement in front of family and friends. And why wouldn't we expect that? After all, that's how it's always been. That's what commencement has looked like at USC for over 100 years. And in most of those years, all we really had to worry about was the possibility of a rainy day. I don't know about you, but I already miss those days. I would welcome a good rope drenching, tummy flooding thunderstorm right now if it meant that we could at least be together. After the last 8 weeks of isolation and separation, a soggy, unmasked, wildly cheering pre-pandemic crowd would be really comforting. But the fact that we can't have that this year should do nothing to dampen our celebration. The traditional ceremony we've come to expect, though we love it, should never be confused with the accomplishment it was meant to recognize. So let's not dwell on what we can't do this year, and instead, let's think about what these very constraints mean for you and your future and the possibilities for your contribution demands. Let's consider what the world will need from you as you leave USC. The world you're graduating into is remarkably different than the one you knew when you started your studies, or actually the one we knew just last fall. And there's good reason, unfortunately, to think that even after the pandemic ends, we will never completely go back to the life we are used to. This traumatic global event we are all experiencing will necessarily demand that every country, every people, rethink and reimagine almost every aspect of daily life. How we live, how we work, how we move around, how we share information. Engineers will be needed for every aspect of that adaptive transformation. And computer scientists in particular are uniquely suited for this undertaking. After all, we were sheltering in place long before it became necessary for the rest of society. We can stay inside for days, never seeing the sun, working around the clock, eating bad takeout, and not emerging until we have coded and debugged our programs. Let's face it, we're built for this challenge. Besides that unique trait, USC computer science students can point to a remarkable array of exceptional academic achievements that make up a compelling case that you're more than able of meeting every challenge expected of you. Today, our students working with their professors are modeling and predicting the spread of COVID-19. They're developing privacy-first contact tracing technologies, and they're identifying misinformation on social media, to name just a few active projects on campus. Using their ingenuity and technical skills, they have safely gathered and 3D printed vital personal protective equipment, PPE, for those on the front lines in their communities. Beyond the pandemic, our students and graduates are continually making an impact through their research, developing socially assistive robots for children with autism, designing invincible drones for disaster relief, and measuring the impact of sea level rise and air pollution, just to name a few. The world is taking notice though. Since 2011, our student population has tripled, and the department now hosts more than 90 faculty members, 360 PhD students, 2,000 master students, and 1,200 undergraduates. Earlier this year, it was announced that we would soon have a new state-of-the-art home, a 98,000 square feet structure on campus, thanks to a lead gift from dedicated USC supporters, Charlotte and Allen Ginsberg, where research and teaching will focus on improving and benefiting society. I want to end by saying that every graduating class leaves USC knowing that there is a world out there that desperately needs its contributions. But the demands for your particular skills, your insight, your drive and passion are at this very moment the highest if they've been in generations. The threat to our collective well-being, particularly for the most vulnerable among us, will not be cured by vaccine alone. The need for you, for all that you can do, is high right now. We will take all that you can give us, all your time, all your knowledge, and all your tireless dedication. If you give the world that, give it everything you have to offer. And if you take all that you learn at USC and apply it to this new world you are graduating into, I have complete faith that we will create the future that we all must have in order to not only go through this challenging time, but to become even better as a society that is more inclusive, more generous, and more equitable than we ever were. You are the class who has to face this challenge, and you are the ones who will solve it. Once again, my sincere congratulations to the class of 2020, and fight on.
Now, I'm delighted to introduce our next speaker, Guru Gaurappan, a proud Trojan and Executive Vice President and Group CEO of Verizon Media, creating content, advertising, and technology. Guru earned his master's in computer science from USC in 2004, and prior to joining Verizon, was the global managing director at the Alibaba Group. Take it away, Guru.
Hi, everyone. My sincere congratulations on your graduation. I know this ceremony looks very different versus your expectations, but that's okay. It's about your mindset and how proud you should be about your achievements so far. And this is only the start of your journey. Such good things, new challenges, and new accomplishments await you. I hope you take time to reflect on all that you achieved and are ready to charge ahead. Fight on.
And before we finish up, we wanted to share one more special message for you from some of our alumni and friends.
Dear Viterbi Engineering, class of 2020, on behalf of all of us, USC alumni at Microsoft, congratulations.
You successfully endured a technically rigorous engineering curriculum mentored by the highest quality educators in the country.
We expect you, like Giannis says, to go out in the world and make a difference. You have already accomplished so much, and I know that myself and others are excited to see what's in store for you next.
This is the beginning of a new and adventurous chapter in your life that will take you to all corners of the globe and open your eyes to all the opportunities that you have to plant your seed in this ever-changing world.
I started using my USC Viterbi degree 41 years ago when I graduated and started my career.
Now you're prepped and primed for phase 2. Whole new set of rules. Go get them.
I know what you're thinking. What the heck am I graduating into?
I know it's a weird time right now with everything that's going on, but now more than ever, does the world need awesome engineering talent to help make the world and our universe a better place.
Well, these are challenging times, but times like this make us tougher. Times like this teach us valuable lessons.
You are about to enter a world that desperately needs your talents and your creativity. Continue to stay strong.
This won't be the last challenge that you face, but having gone through this and thriving will give you the aptitude and the resilience to accomplish anything that you want in your life.
You can enjoy a lifetime of practicing unbounded innovation. As Einstein said, logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere.
Take the time to really celebrate your success. You are just starting your journey. You have been preparing, and now is the time for you to seize the opportunities that are surely to arise.
Because of your strength and tenacity that enabled you to navigate these challenging times, I know that my generation can count on this class to safeguard the health of the planet and to ensure a better future for generations to come.
I'm assuming that because you chose one of the hardest degrees as your major, that you're up for a challenge. So I challenge you to keep pushing boundaries.
Think big. Dream big. You're also empowered with a network of connections to Trojans across the world, alumni and colleagues, all of whom wish to see you succeed and to be happy.
So have confidence in yourself, stay inspired, and know that the Trojan Network always has your back.
But the most important lesson that you've learned is this.
You're now equipped to take on the big problems of the world.
You already have the passion and the vision to create a new and inspiring future.
You'll be in a position to make meaningful contributions to how we recover from this crisis. And not only rebuild what was lost, but really reinvent how we live and work.
And I can't wait to see the difference that you're going to make in this world.
That if we, as human beings, focus on a problem and really put our all into it, put our effort, all of our effort, our resources, and all of our know-how, we could do anything, okay? And that's the true legacy of Apollo. People still have a hard time believing that we actually went to the moon. We did, by the way.
At my graduation, our commencement speaker challenged us to be lifelong learners. And that's my advice to you as you graduate. Whatever you do, never stop learning.
Attain new knowledge and wisdom.
And embrace your failures as an opportunity to learn and grow.
And don't forget where you came from. Fight on, Trojans.
Congratulations.
Fight on.
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 Well, today is certainly one of the more remarkable days in the history of this university and USC Viterbi. But it should come as no surprise to anyone here that adapting in the face of adversity is what engineers do best. And indeed, you have done just that. With a new reality upon us, everyone who has completed their degree has seen what it's like to face mountains and scale them like a true Trojan. Like everyone in the world, today's graduates have been through quite a bit during the last few months. But we all knew that nothing was going to stop you from this meaningful and monumental day. I'm immensely proud of the way you have handled things. And again, although today is not what you had in mind, what's important is that we celebrate your outstanding achievements, your bright futures, and your new responsibilities ahead. Engineers change the world, and you are ready. Enjoy your day. Congratulations, and fight on forever.